Hi, my beautiful Scorpio love, Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back to the channel. This is your reading for the third week. Oh my god, that stain is, oh, you can't really see it. It's just like a little bit of a drop of some red coloring. So you guys, this is your reading for the third week of December 2020. Scorpio loves, make sure you give this video a like, okay, before we keep going any forward or any further. Be sure to also subscribe to the channel if that's something that you've been thinking about doing. And also be sure to comment down below at your earliest convenience. When you're subscribing, be sure to hit that bell so you're notified about all my future uploads so you don't miss what I'm uploading. All right, I upload every Friday the weeklies, and the Monday before the month starts, I upload the monthlies. All right, so you guys, I got my tarot cards, and I thought I was gonna end it off today with Pisces, but I decided to just keep going. All right, so my Scorpios, let's see the week through the eyes, or your week in love and romance through the eyes of this other person that you're in a connection with. Through their eyes. All right. Recent past energy. The reason why I don't do these as focused on you is I just tend to find that the love readings that are focused on you, they just kind of are, they're nice to have, and I may start doing weeklies that are, or readings that are more so focused on the individual. That's just like as time goes on, but I just find like it's just more enjoyable to watch readings that are a little different, and that's why I do it this way. Okay, so it's not really to enforce like codependency or anything like that. It's more so just because it's just funner, and I feel like people are really hard on themselves when it comes to love. We all are. Like, I used to be really hard on myself when it came to love, and I just feel like when you just take a lighter approach and you just kind of do something that's fun or funny, it makes it better in the end, and it just makes for something that's nice to watch. So this person's underlying energy for this week, and they're saying for the month, Scorpio is the king of earth. So your person is showing up in a very grounded manner. They're showing up, they're doing the right thing. All right, they're remembering what matters most, and they're doing the right thing as a result of knowing what matters most. This person's in a good energy. They have the three of water, so they're high vibrational. They're having a good time. They could be really celebrating or just really enjoying their time right now, having fun and not really stressing too much about things. All right, so what do we see here? In the distant past, this person's energy is showing up here with the two of fire. So in the distant past, this person wanted expansion. They wanted to partner up, but they possibly wanted expansion in the relationship. Like, they didn't want it to just be the way that it was anymore. They wanted a little more than what that was. And so in the recent past, we have the Queen of Fire energy, in which they possibly felt increased attraction to you or towards this connection. This could also be another person. So this feels like a person, right? Now, they're showing up upright. So it could be like a sister or a friend, right? That's really positive. I'm not getting a negative energy off this Queen of Fire energy at all. Like, sometimes her energy can be like questionable even when she's upright, but you know, her energy isn't bad, and in fact this person's energy actually aided in the connection. So we'll look deeper into who this person is. Or Pisces, you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman, but there's some action that they took, or some sort of feeling that they had, some sort of realization that they had, that guided them to the present moment. So let's see what's happening in the present moment for this person. We have the Page of Fire. So this person is like, they're definitely fire. Could we say this person is a fire sign, Scorpio? So this person could be Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Like I said, a lot of fire here. But Page of Fire here, they're communicating something. But, you know, this communication didn't happen until this person came to a realization about how they felt, and that there was a lot of attraction still in this connection, or that always was in this connection, undeniable attraction and connection. So the challenge and the focus that's coming next to the Page of Fire is the Six of Swords. This person's really optimistic about moving on in the future. Like, they've got a future vision for this connection and a future vision for their life that they're super excited about, and they're also letting go of the past so that the past doesn't hold them back anymore. Their conscious thoughts and or desires, Scorpio, is following their heart. And following their heart with the lover's energy means that it's having a union with you. It's, you know, really just acknowledging how they feel. This month, this week, they're really thinking about how much they love you, right? That's really a major thought this month, the Chariot with the Empress. Wow, this person's really thinking about how much they love you and how much they want to move the situation forward. You guys may be talking about moving. I'm hearing retiring for some of you guys. So you guys be talking about moving, retiring, doing something different, or just expanding. It's definitely like this connection is going through an expansion, and especially in their eyes, right? In your eyes, I'm sure that it is, but I'm also sure that there's other things going on with you, Scorpio. But this person's eyes, when it comes to this connection, is all about expansion and about flirting and enjoying the lighthearted energy between the two. So in the distant past, they had this expansion happen here. We had the Nine of Pentacles coming out of their comfort zone and the Three of Pentacles cooperating with the connection. So they kind of had to realize that they were enough, and they also had to realize that they need to kind of do things in order for other things to come to fruition. Like, there are some small things, even though we don't have to do so much. I still think we as human beings do way too much in life, right? But you still have to do some things to make things work. I also feel like for a lot of you guys too, this distant past energy could have been some like positive movement forward in the connection, or positive growth that came as a result of spending time together or cooperating with one another. You're noticing, or in the past, this person noticed how many great things came as a result of doing that initially, but also how many great things could possibly come from whatever decision you guys made. You guys may have made a decision to partner up in business or something like that as well for some of you guys. And this situation had a growth. But I also think this person needed to learn how to know that they were enough. Like, this person definitely needed to learn that they were enough, and that they, they're good on their own. They don't need other people. For some reason, that's like a lesson with them, Scorpio. And we have the Six of Fire. So fire and earth strongly. And so, this is happening because of confidence and happening because of victory. There's a victory here that this person experienced in the past. And also, I think that there's a victory also that they could be experiencing right now, or confidence that they're experiencing right now, Scorpio, that possibly will lead to something positive coming in the future. So in the recent past, we have this Queen of Fire energy. I'm just dying to know who and what this energy is. It's a positive lady. Or it could be a man, but a positive lady. Ace of Wands. This is somebody who probably sent some energy. So remember, I think it was like your monthly reading where I said like there's a black magic warning. Now, some of you guys, this Queen of Wands energy could have been, a lot of times this energy is attached to witchcraft for me. Not always, but a lot of times. And that's what I'm getting off of this. I feel like if there was some sort of energy that some of you guys may not even realize that you did, like you may have just been thinking really positive about this relationship. And as a result, you created a new beginning in this connection because of how positive you were thinking in the recent past. Some of you guys may have actually made a phone call or did your own thing, and that's none of my business. But there definitely was an adding of energy into the situation, positive energy into the situation that happened because I think you realized that both of you guys realized that you deserve to be happy, and like, if you guys are not working towards your happiness, what are you working towards? And so because you both realize that you deserve to be happy, sorry, I'm trying to move this stuff back. So because you guys both realize that you deserve to be happy, this person now, they are now more so in their creative element, like they're just a lot more creative than they were before. Now, I also feel like there was a letting go of burdens that definitely need to be let go of, a cycle that concluded in the recent past as well, because someone just decided, one or both of you guys just decided that there's no point in being unhappy and struggling all the time. Like, let's just be happy. This Queen of Wands energy, I knew it was very positive. It's the Two of Cups. So it doesn't matter what was sent your way. What's it called? I'm hearing Taurus, I'm hearing Capricorn too. But it doesn't matter what happened or what this energy is. It was extremely positive and beneficial, but it just feels like it was energy sent to the connection, and it was to free you guys from something. So it caused you guys to look at this situation from a different perspective, look at what you guys were hiding from, both of you guys. If not you, then this other person. I know there's some people who come on here and don't get it. So for those few people, I would say, if you don't think you have anything to change, then this person has also changed. And hopefully, if you're that toxic and think that everybody needs to change around you but you, or whatever, then Hopefully hopefully you didn't miss this, right? But for most of you guys, that's not what this is. I know there's a few stragglers always, right? That's not what this is. For most of you guys, this is positive. And it was like just realizing that things couldn't keep going on the same way because it was just too stressful for the two of you guys. And why are you guys stressing each other out? Why are you stressing yourselves out, you know? So, but when you're used to struggle and stress, then you just don't realize when you're just so used to it and you don't need to be. All right, so with the page of fire energy in the present for this person, there's something new and exciting in this person's energy. They're not really sure. Feels like this connection for a lot of you guys, whatever this energy is, it's really positive. It really feels like for a lot of you guys, this is causing this person to see a lot more potential in this relationship. They're seeing things, you're seeing that all these different things could happen. Like they're showing me like the Under the Sea song, you know, from Little Mermaid. So it's like there's all this possibilities, and instead of the Seven of Cups kind of working against this person where they're getting overwhelmed by the possibilities, they're really excited by the possibilities. So let's have a look at why this energy is in the present for this person. And it's because of the Eight of Fire. So like fire, a lot of fire in this person's energy, a lot of action. This is happening because there's movement. The blockages are being removed. Any energetic blockages, it could be in the form of people, places, things, or just energy. You know, sometimes energy blockages are within us where we're like depressed, right? And like that's an energy blockage, right? And we got to move that out. And it's nothing, I mean, it's nothing wrong with really being depressed. It's just kind of like what happens, you know? But that is a block, right? And so the Eight of Wands coming out, if that was the situation, it cleared out whatever was causing the depression. It could have just been like thoughts that you were thinking or this person was thinking about life or about this relationship that was causing things to feel stifled. Whereas now this person is realizing that anything that they want to create in this connection or they want to create in love, period, lies within this connection. I can tell when someone's listening on to me, and I don't want them to listen on to like this reading because it's none of their business. It's not you guys, it's someone in the house who like needs to go and like mind their business. But anyway, I think they've stopped listening now. So I knew I shouldn't have turned that over yet. So you guys, this, because that's going to throw me off. It's not a bad card though. But anyways, and it doesn't matter if it's bad or good. So anyways, this because the block has been removed, now they can see that they can create what they want out of what they have. Like Spirit's been giving them whatever the tools that they needed to start, it's right around them. You know, it's just kind of like being too sad to see that or being too sad to take action on it. And so we have this blockage being removed because somebody, one or both of you guys, got the strength to break out of a karmic pattern, right? We all have karmic patterns. A lot of times, you know, it's sometimes when it's revealed what or who the karmic pattern is from, sometimes it can be a little difficult for some of us to understand that it's not just one side of the story. It's also, it takes two to tango. And so sometimes we are playing a role that we're not necessarily aware that we're playing. Now, the good news about that whole situation is that now you're broke, you guys are free from doing whatever it was before that was holding up the connection. Whatever the strength energy was freeing you from, it could have been the struggle, city, or emotional, not being able to connect with your emotions and just kind of being a jerk. You know, this person may have kind of had trouble with that, where they never connected with how they felt and they took action abrasively and jerkishly when they should have just been nice, you know? And like, it's like that, you can't really deal with things like that. Some people just don't really respond to that. And I feel like as a result of people or someone around them, possibly this Queen of Fire energy, that's an ally, right? It's not an extra woman, you know? This Queen of Fire energy that was an ally was like, I'm not gonna sit there and take that. It's because someone was like, I'm not gonna take that. This person learned a lot of soul lessons to get to this point. Like they really grew up so much. Things like this take time. And that's why sometimes it's good to be triggered. Lots of times on my YouTube channel, I get triggered all the time. Lots of times, right? And so, and I grow. Every time I get triggered, I'm like, you know what? That sucks. I'm pissed. And then eventually I break out of something and I'm in my heart again and I'm different, but I'm better, you know? Like I'm different from who I kind of was in the sense that I've healed. And so it is what it is. Sometimes you're going to get triggered, and it's not necessarily like people have a right to trigger you. You still have every right to respond the way you want to respond. I really am not going to sit here and tell anybody how to respond to being triggered, right? But at the same time, sometimes being triggered is a good thing, because then you can free yourself from something and you can learn something. Because I feel like this person dealt with a lot of triggers, and that's why because this reading looks so good. But I'm not saying that they weren't always good. It just feels like they have grown a lot, and you may notice that they've grown so much. It's because someone was triggering the crap out of them. And then they realize that they just need to do things different, because this person who was triggering them, it feels like this Queen of Fire energy, she doesn't back down. Whoever this Queen of Fire is, she doesn't back down, right? It could have even been you, especially if you have fire in your chart, moon or rising. You were just like, I'm not taking that, but like in a Queen of Fire way, in the sense that you're going to go have fun and be happy, but like, you're not going to put up with that stuff. The Queen of Fire is a perfect counterpart to the King of Fire, because when she goes reverse, she's just as bad as the King of Fire reverse. He's not going to play games with this. You know what I mean? You're not going to play games with the Queen of Wands. You're not going to play games with the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Wands. And not really, people think they can play with the Queen of Cups too, but like, she crazy too. And the Queen of Pentacles, that's it. I mean, she's going to come for everything you have. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, she could come for your bank account. So you're not going to play games with her neither. And I feel like this was the perfect queen to check this guy or check this lady, because they're positive, but at the same time, you're not going to play with them. You're not going to play with them. They're not going to play with it. And they will show your ass hood. Black Tatsy. All right. So, somebody, they really got a schooling, but they needed it, because I feel like it really wasn't easy for them. But whatever. So we have this thing of fire. I just have to give that backstory for some of you guys. So we have this some of you guys are paranoid about this person. This person is not anybody you need to worry about. She's not unscrupulous. She's not a bad character, right? So she might seem unscrupulous to some, but she's got her hands in the right pot, and she's a lady herself. All right. So we have the Six of Swords. What is this? Moving away from emotional discontentment and realizing that people who emotionally left you, or situations that emotionally left you, it was their time to go. So whether this is through physical loss, or through somebody walking away, or just through loss of friendship, relationships, those things were meant to go. And sometimes you just got to trust in the beauty of the unknown to allow things to leave your life. And this person, they had to heal from that, because they had a lot to let go of when it came to feeling emotionally sad and like, oh, I lost that relationship. And it's like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, nah, nah. It's like they had that went for a reason. It went because it was time for it to go. And now they're a better person because it left. I just see the King of Cups vibes. And this person feels very fiery naturally. So their ego is very fiery, or however they present themselves is very fiery. So this is not somebody who wants to be. So the King of Cups showing up, I was like, huh? And that's how I knew they went through a lot to really connect with their emotions. But they were disconnected from themselves because of that Five of Cups energy and that Four of Water, and not knowing what to do with that Four of Water energy. And so they just kind of Five of Fives talk about leaving, talk about abandonment, talk about loss. And so when you've got five energies that's unhealed, it will screw up the king. When the king shows up, the king will be reversed, the queen will be reversed, because if it's like if you're growing, like if somebody has scoliosis, right? If they're growing tall and their spine is curving, it'll just curve over. Like they'll still grow, but their spine will curve. Whereas if you don't correct that curve when it's initially happening and remove some of those growth pallets, right? Then, once you do that, then the spine can grow straight, but if you have those curves in the spine, it's going to keep growing curves. And that's kind of what this person was going through. So they needed that strong Queen of Fire energy. I feel like whoever this was a character that just didn't take any crap, or it could have just been a number of people in this person's life who just were not taking crap from this person. And we're just like, nope. And just checkmate. Like, that's the kind of person I'm getting off this Queen of Fire energy. Like, no, she's not for play. She's not for play. Like, that's it. She's a baddie. She can do it on her own. She don't need anybody else, right? And some of you guys, that sounds like some of you guys, So that could have been you showing up like that. And if you check your moon or your rising, you see you're probably Sag rising or Aries rising or something like that, or Aries moon, whatever. And it doesn't even matter. You can even be Aries or Sag in your Venus or Mars, and that would be it too, because it's just how you're showing up with this person. A lot of you guys, this was you. Some of you guys, this could have just been somebody around them, a friend, a sibling, a sister, a daughter, whatever, that was just like, nah, you know, stop, you know, but also like motivated them again in some way. All right, boom. So we're moving to the near. Actually, Spirit wants me to look at the Lover's energy. So why do we have this person in their conscious thoughts and their desires with this Lover's energy, where they're just like, you know, I love it, and it's because of the Eight of Swords. They're realizing that there's nothing that they need more in a relationship than love. All you need is love, you know, and that's realizing that everything else that was in the way, it didn't even need to be there, and it just made you guys divided, and it was just not even really something that you both wanted to even be in the first place. You were just kind of interacting in that paradigm because you felt like that was the only choice that you had, you or them. All right. So what do we have here in the near future? We have the Emperor, the Hermit and the Queen of Earth for this person in the near future, as well as this Page of Wands. So this person is withdrawing. They're going within to get grounded energy, but they're also going within to make an offer to you as well. That's around the Queen of Earth energy, and this is a very grounded, stable offer. So it's supposed to be something that, like, I feel like it's something, if you're either worrying about whatever this is that this person's going to do, you're worrying for no reason because they're going to do it anyways. And you're going to be like, you know, you're like, oh my God. But then it's like, but you're worrying about it, right? Or also they could be going within to, if they have trouble like worrying about a home or worrying about like finances, savings, you know, they are going to go within to kind of clear that up. You know, they're doing a lot of shadow work unknowingly. They're not aware that they're doing shadow work like an MFer, you know what I mean? And clearing out of a lot of stuff, Scorpio. So they're probably going to be going within to deal with a money situation that could also impact the connection. Like whatever this money situation is, or their situation around work or finances or home, it impacts the connection because it makes one or both of you guys feel shut out, either from the other person or from like society, from being able to do things. And it just triggers a whole bunch of other extra stuff. And I feel like it could be for this person too, but it definitely might affect you too, especially if you're married to them. It definitely could affect you too. If you're married to someone, you guys are sharing finances, you know, and this affects the relationship because you guys might argue over money or be worried about money together. And like, if they just dealt with whatever this is, which is what they're going to be doing, then they would understand why this keeps happening, and they would understand where their real value and worth comes from. So they worry a lot about being shut out and not having enough, and Spirit is trying to help them to conclude that cycle in their life, right? With the 10 of air, conclude that difficult cycle in their life by going within and making peace with the past. And once they make peace with the past, their childhood, an old relationship, but it feels like it's their past and their childhood and a past life, then they'll come back out with the keys for success when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles energy, when it comes to valuing this connection more, when it comes to valuing themselves, when it comes to seeing the value in this relationship and seeing the value in whatever you guys have already. Whatever you guys have already is already the Queen of Pentacles. And it's like one or both of you guys cannot see it. And that's why introspection is needed. I also feel like you may also be guided to go within as well, or withdraw from this connection for a little bit, to also recognize and see your worth and your value. And also maybe to possibly look into these situations that both of you guys may kind of struggle with yourselves. It feels like an older relationship. And I've always been seeing that for Scorpio, where you guys are just in an older relationship. But never fret if this relationship is new. This reading is still for you. It's just sometimes I just notice certain things. So this is all happening with the Hermit energy because of the Ace of Earth. So because of the Ace of Pentacles, sorry, you guys, I just want the camera to be perfect. So because of the Ace of Earth energy. So it's because you have the opportunity. This person has the opportunity, or they may want to offer you an opportunity, or you may be asking for an opportunity to be offered to you from this person, and you know they need to go within to figure out how or why this is important. You know, I feel like for some of them, they may not even realize that this is important for them to do, and going within will make them do that. This person could also just be like spending a lot of time at home, spending a lot of time with family and friends and stuff like that, and just getting grounded. Like if they go off and vanish off or whatever, and you just can't really talk to them that much, it's because they're going and they're getting grounded, Scorpio. and they're understanding and recognizing what matters most. And this person's super grounded, King of Earth energy, underlying the reading, closing out the reading is the King of Earth. Like, this person's really realizing what really matters, you know? What really matters is not money. It's not like, I mean, money is nice. I like money. You do amazing things with money, and I'm never going to stop getting to the bag. I'm so sorry, baby. You could never talk me out of getting to the bag. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. But unfortunately, you don't have to leave me there with that. I'm not worried about it. But I feel like a lot of you guys, you do have trouble getting to the bag. I definitely don't see that. But I just feel like, you know, possibly this person and or you, because you guys are soulmates, right? So there's something that both your souls connect to. This person and or you may need to understand what matters more, you know? Is it really like certain things, or is it the person in which those things were born from, or those things were retrieved through that person's hard work and effort? You know, what matters more? The King of Pentacles is very good at individualizing, and he's very good at putting things in their order, or putting things in, like, prioritizing things. He's got his priorities kind of straight, you know, for him. And it makes sense when you look at his life, you know? For this guy's, his priorities first are like, might be his health, you know, and it's because if he's healthy, then he can be there for his family. There's always a good reason, and he thinks a lot, and he's very grounded and strategic, but in a very slow approach in doing things, where a lot of people may look at the things that he does sometimes with it when they're a naive eye, and they may think that this king is like kind of slow moving, or like, you know, whatever. I mean, most people don't look at the King of Pentacles like he's slow moving because you see all his money, but you know, you might look at him like, you know, but when you really study him, you realize that he's so smart, because he really is very grounded and can foreshadow and foresee a lot of things that, even though in the moment it might not really matter, but what about in 5 years, or what about in 5 months? That might matter to you in 5 months, you know? And sometimes that King of Earth energy is just needed. I mean, this person definitely gives me strong Emperor vibes, because you're showing up as an Empress. And so they do need to heal all these various kings. They've got their King of Wands on, right? Okay. King of Wands is working pretty good, even though I'm also sensing that needs some healing too from their childhood. But also, a King of Cups is perfect. Like, their King of Cups is really healed. Their King of Swords, I don't know what their King of Swords is doing. It might be a little triggered, right? But that's healing too. But the King of Earth is what Spirit wants to focus on for this person. Earth is something that the Spirit wants this person to really master and understand. Because Spirit is giving this person an opportunity right here on this earth plane to create something anew, or to work on something, or to work on a whole new life phase in their life that they're going to be able to see, hold, and touch and taste. And so because of that, they need to heal these wounds. This really feels like introspection and healing. All right, my Scorpio loves. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, I am the Spiritual Barbie, and this is your reading for the 3rd week of December 2020. So you guys, be sure to give this video a like. A lot of times you guys don't really like the videos, and then, you know, nobody can really see them, you know? So be sure that you're remembering to give this video a like, or all the videos a like, especially when you like the video and you click like. It does a lot for your algorithm, but also for the algorithm of everybody on YouTube. I mean, the first tarot reading I ever came across was because someone was liking it that was like into like astrology, and it was years ago. So long ago, I don't even remember it, right? And because I liked astrology or something like that, I think I was looking up synastry or something like that. And because I liked that, someone liked a tarot reading, and somehow it got to my newsfeed, and then I dived into this world, and now here I am. I make content for this world too. And so I know what the value of a like is. And that's why I say like the video. It's not always just selfish self-promotion. And what's wrong with self-promoting? You know, everybody works so hard in life. Every single one of us do, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. And so it just is nice to show that love to someone else, because you don't know when you're going to need someone else to show you love, to move you forward, or someone to open a door for you, or someone to help you, you know? And it's like, if you're resistant on doing that, or on liking someone's video because you don't want them to prosper and do well, then I urge you to just look within yourself. That person's still going to prosper and do well. You're not going to stop their abundance. But it's like, why do you want to stop others? Is it because you don't think that there's enough around to go around just for you too? Or are you that hateful, you know? And I don't think people who watch my videos are that hateful. I know there's a few people who stumbled onto my channel last week that are hateful, but they don't really belong here, you know? But most people on this channel, I don't think you're hateful people. So I just really, if that's something that holds you back and you hold yourself back from doing things for others because you feel like it only benefits them, well, then you might not be fully understanding the law of abundance and how there's more than enough for everybody. And that when you help others, you get helped yourself too, but you just don't know where your help is coming from sometimes. All right. So it's nice to share this stuff with other people because other people, you know, benefit from this. Imagine if I never saw that tarot reading. I would have never even been here. And those of you guys who love watching my videos, you would have never met me if someone didn't hit the like button, you know? And that's so crazy, but it's so true. And that's why I'm going to keep asking you to do it because I know I'm probably going to help a lot of people. And I already know that I'm helping people. I already get the emails. I already see the comments. I know I'm helping people. I've been helping people since 2017. I've been doing this shit for a minute, you know? So it's like, it is what it is, you know, and it's still your choice to do it. But it's also like, I know I don't have to talk everyone's ear off, but when you see a video that has over 1,000 views and 47 likes, it's like, you know, it's still got over 1,000 views. And even though that might not be much for some, but that's a lot for me, you know, I'm thankful for every little thing I get, right? But it's like, that still got out there, you know? And it's like, that's very self-centered. You click on a video asking about things for yourself. The person who made the video has their own thing going on. And you can't show them any love. You won't even donate. I'm not even asking you to donate. The link's in the description bar down below, but I'm not asking you to donate. I don't think you are going to donate. But it's like, you don't even pay for any of this stuff. And to hit the like button, you can't hit, you know? And then you wonder why your life is the way that it is. Because a lot of us, you don't know what we get into behind the scenes, right? So a lot of us, you know what I mean? So we're still going to send you back that energy. Some of us will, some of us won't, but some people will, right? So it's like, you really want to do that? You know, you really want to be that way? Fine. But don't wonder why your life is the way that it is when you constantly put out hateful energy, or you don't want to help someone out because it's not because you don't feel like it, but it's because you don't want them to prosper. And think of where your mindset is and how you're clicking on here watching a love reading about someone, wanting them to love you, but you can't even show love to someone else who's showing you love right now by doing this. And I'm not the only tarot reader that does this. I know there's thousands of tarot readers. There's way too many. Some of them need to get off YouTube, honestly. A lot of them could stay, but some of them need to get off. Some of them don't know what they're talking about, right? But there's so much of a niche on here now, and I'm so grateful for it because I've met so many amazing creators and so many amazing readers on YouTube alone that I would have never met if it wasn't for YouTube. But I would have never seen them if people weren't liking their shit, and I didn't see their stuff come up on newsfeed. It's like, come on, you know? But it is what it is, right? Do you? God bless. Yeah, I'm still gonna be here. It is what it is. So you guys, thank you so much for that. All the information you need to know about me is in the description bar down below. Feel free to take a gander. Feel free to check out the other social media links as well. They're very seasonal. I've explained that on a few videos. I don't know, I might make a video and just talk about it all together. I'm not sure. I don't really know. I kind of feel like people don't really care. I kind of don't really care either to make a video like that. I don't know. I might. So, you guys, thank you so much I care about my channel. I just don't really care about putting out certain things. I kind of just like to flow with things, but I know people like structure and order. Like, some people are very into, like, you know, they need to know when things are happening, and I understand and respect that about people. I'm very like 3 energy, like my life path number is 3. So I'm very creative, and I just need to always be creative. And so I might not be there every Thursday. You know what I mean? Like, I might be drawing something on Thursday and get sucked into drawing and painting and forget that I didn't even eat this morning. Like, I do that all the time. So it's not that I'm blowing off YouTube. It's just I'm super creative. I'm an artistic. Okay. So you guys, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I'm just kidding. Thanks so much for watching me. Thanks so much for tuning in to see what your person and your connection is going to be looking like for the week of December 2020, third week. And we'll see what things look like during the 4th week of December. God bless you guys.